All right, we on the show. We on the show. Got mixed up listening to the Rocks audio. Haven't heard in, I don't know, close to 20 years on the CD I used to have. Welcome to the show. We're starting off hot with two of the best records. Like it says, round 7 out of 15. We're almost in the halfway point. We are getting there. But there's still a lot of matches to do. Now let's get to the APA 4-2. The Outsiders 5-1. The Outsiders are at the top. APA losing in the last show to Undertaker and Kane. Timing's perfect in this because Undertaker and Kane have a bye for this round.
The following is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring at a combined weight of 565 pounds, Farouk and JBL, the APA.
Having a heck of a time here. I would suggest the most dominant tag team out of all these teams. 15 teams, folks. We've got 7 matches per show, with one team getting a bye round for every round. So this is the APA, like I said, dominant. Funny enough, I think we had one clothesline from hell from JBL. Was very tempted to make this a Texas Tornado match. We might do that down the road with another set of teams.
And their opponents at a combined weight of 608 pounds, Kevin Nash and Scott Hall, the NWO.
Don't mind the ring announcer. You know this is the Outsiders. See, look, says right on his tights. Stop me when I'm telling lies. Like I said, folks, 5 wins, 1 loss. If you're looking on paper, they were on a 2-match winning streak, but they lost to the 0-2 Mega Powers at the time. That's right, Hulk Hogan and Macho Man are back in the game, but that's later on. Right now, this is the Outsiders, who are on a 3-match winning streak right now. This is quite the match. This is what they should have done at least in 2002. It'll be interesting to see how Farouk and JBL find a way to rock this technically a giant. Oh, big boot by the big man. Not a good start for Farouk, who has been no nonsense this entire tournament. Trying to do things different. I've seen a lot of channels doing a lot of fantasy matchups, and it's great to see. But it's these kind of prospects of some just different things. A tag team round robin thing. There's so many names for them. Crockett Cup feels old. Well, there's a little offense from Farouk. But is he even if Farouk is able to put some offense on, which one way to put it, stick and move, so to speak. And the 7-foot Kevin Nash rolling out of the ring. Nice clothesline on the outside. On the mats, on the outside. And this might have changed the tide of this match. Oh, look at this. And there's the jackknife. That usually finishes the match. Here comes JBL. Itching to get in. There's a big splash there. Are they even going to tag anybody in? My goodness. How many times do you see Farouk get thrown around like that? There's a big boot. Two former WCW champions. You're going to hear a lot of mixed up pronunciations. I'm trying to. And there's a little something knocking Kevin Nash on his butt. And here comes JBL. No way, another one. It tosses him up in the air. Is this seriously the match? Much as I hate to do this live. Saw that. It looks all good. Outsiders are dominating this match. Certainly not what I would have expected. Out of two serious ass kickers like the APA. Scott Hall in the match misses a splash. You okay? Big slam by JBL, and that's a. Could this be a start of things to come? Oh! What a right hand by Scott Hall. Nice elbow there, right in front of JBL. Now in for Scott. Interesting how the 7-foot guy goes through the middle rope. And big Scott Hall. That was almost the match. And Scott Hall going like a giant and going over the top rope. And now here comes tag for both teams now. And a big shoulder tackle by JBL. Who is nothing short of an ass kicker. Beautiful power slam. Now we're starting to get some offense. What do we got here? We got a fall away slam that lands. I mean, Price should be concerned. Nice clothesline there. The APA needs to isolate Scott Hall and quick, which is not working out right now. Oh, and there's a clothesline from hell. Is that going to be is that the end though? Certainly not with somebody coming in and stopping the match. Stopping the count, excuse me. And there's another count with the ropes. It easily gets busted by the referee. How sad. I think he just busted Scott Hall wide open there. Second rope splash missed. And that didn't last long. Big boot by the mean old Texan. That's all there is to it. Nice elbow drop. Look at this. Is JBL going to submit Scott Hall with this move? Nice shoulder tackle by Scott Hall. Northern Light suplex. You don't see that too often. And here comes the big man. Off the ropes. And now with the side slam. And here's the cover, but it looks like Farouk breaks it up. Well, the APA had it going on. Certainly JBL did. Nice choke slam there by Kevin Nash. But not paying attention. There's a tag. No way. Oh my goodness, that was something different. But now, I thought Nash was going to land another jackknife. Look at this. No way. Into a Dominator. The transitions from Farouk is last couple times he's found a way. Well, that didn't work out for Farouk. Nicely placed knee. There's JBL on the outside. Looks like he's out. Don't tell me this is it. Oh, 2.5. Very weird activity from JBL. Is he knocked out standing up? Look at that slam. Is this going to be it? 2.5. Nice leg drop. And Farouk putting in the work, but he's got nobody to tag to. And misses the... And the big slam. That's a lot of damage. Into a jackknife. With the cover now. JBL just standing there. I don't know how to explain it. And the Outsiders prevail again.
Scott Hall and Kevin Nash, the NWO.
These guys are just pulling away. Scott Hall and Kevin Nash figure it out. They dominate and they win. That's all there is to it. 6-1 for the Outsiders. Aaron's got to be pretty pleased with himself. Let's see. I got just the match. We're going to do this match in progress. Just a few notes. The Steiners selected by Mr. Jordan would be a team that I would go for, but they're just not a lot of luck on their side. 1-5 in their last 6 in these 6 that have happened so far. This is round 7, folks. I've explained that before. Surely taking on the team of Damian Priest and Finn Balor, who are 1-4. Good, and then you can, when you see him on Saturday, if your team wins here, you can rub it in Jordan's face. Maybe when you're not leaving the hospital. Oh, okay. Oh, midair. Look at that top rope splash from the future Big Papa Pump. 2.5 already. Scott Steiner putting the pressure on Finn Balor. What a clothesline. Look at that strength by Scott Steiner. But Finn Balor misses the drop kick off the second. And there's a backcracker right there. With the cover. Almost a 2 count. And look at that though, getting way too cocky. The Steiner brothers are not here to play games. One hell of a suplex. Now here comes Rick coming in the ring. One of these matchups is going to be the Steiners taking on a Braun Breaker at some point. Now let's see what kind of tag team moves they're going to come up with here. Oh, that's not good. Priest getting scooped up. Right on his head. And the Steiner brothers are looking strong here. And a high back body drop. Well, I thought that was a tag, but clearly my eyes got to be deceiving me. And now Scott getting tagged in. Great tag work from an all-time tag team, no doubt. There's the drop kick from Scott Steiner. Now tagged into Finn Balor. These guys were undisputed tag team champions at one point. And these are two great single stars with a single solitary cause. Not working. Now Finn Balor needs to put. See, he missed. The Steiner brothers are going to capitalize on those misses. Now Finn Balor getting whipped to the ropes. Look at this. What a grab. The strength of the dog-faced gremlin right there. Now look at this. Rocket launcher, so to speak. And Finn Balor hits hard. Not looking good for the former Judgment Day partners. Beautiful. And 2.5. Finn's still got some battle left. There's the back elbow from Scott. Went for an abdominal stretch, didn't work out. Here comes Rick tagged in. Beautiful sling blade, a kind of move just like that can change the tide in this match. Beautiful belly to belly there by the standouts from the University of Michigan, the Steiners. Two and a half. And Scott wants to finish this match in quick. Now tagged. Now we're going to get some tag work. Double shoulder tackle. Let's see what the Judgment Day can do here. Up in the air now. Beautiful kick by Damian Priest. And these two starting to work out a lot better. Big man going up to the top. Beautiful crossbody with the cover. Ref was out of position. Priest almost struck that poor referee. And the tag. But walks into a self-from-heaven chokeslam. Both Steiners are out. Is this the end of the match? Jesus, a 1 count. No, not the ref. Steiner line. And what a beauty. He just knocked into a transition. Is this going to be Death Valley Driver? Is this the match? Here comes Finn Balor. He might have accidentally, yes he did, the poor referee. Big bulldog from Rick Steiner. Big elbow drop. Nobody just goes for a chair anymore. Referee's out. Stomp in the chest there. And somehow Rick landed that elbow off the top rope. That was from one side of the ring to the other. And here comes the tag. This is what was feared. Are we getting the Bulldog? Yes, it is. How many tag championships have been won with this very move? Slow count, though. And for that, there's the 2 count. Referee still groggy. Is this happening again? Another Steiner Bulldog. 2 of them. And that's it. And the Steiner brothers win.
Here are your winners.
With Jen's look of disapproval in the background.
The Steiner Brothers.
There's still, despite his bad luck of Damian Priest and Finn Balor, they could still come back and they could still have a winning record. You never know. They're taking the top 4. Anything could happen. We're not even halfway done. I'm thinking of who to do next. All right. This could be a more scientific kind of match. the Hart Foundation taking on Gunter and Kaiser. Will be interesting to see either member of the Hart Foundation against Gunter, who's the WWE champion right now, beating Roman Reigns in his first defense. So we're going to run that back. 30-minute Iron Man match. It's either that or best of 3 falls. It's got to be something big. And it's got to fit. But right now, we got Imperium, that's 2 wins and 4 losses. And the Hart Foundation, who are 3 and 2. With a big loss to the rebounding New Age Outlaws, that are somehow 3 wins and 3 losses now. A win here could certainly help both cases. And the Hart Foundation, that can help them get a little closer to the top 4. Imperium can start in their winning ways. Here come the Hearts.
The following contest is a tag team match set for 1 fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 516 pounds, Bret Hart and Jim Neidhart, the Hart Foundation.
You got a well-oiled machine to a ring general and his underling, so to speak.
Ladies and gentlemen, the matter is highly. What you're about to witness is dignified deformation executed by unprecedented precision. A diabolical athlete who will stop at nothing to uphold the integrity and honor of this great sport. Der Ringgeneral Gunther.
Certainly you can say that two well-disciplined teams, 2 different ways of discipline. Hearts are much of focus. You got these 2 men, Kaiser taking orders from the ring general. So I give you that little nugget of Gunter's first title defense in a rematch. Trust me, there's a lot coming. Don't forget, this is Royal Rumble season. Is Gunther going to make it to WrestleMania with the belt? He could take on, say, a Bret Hart can pin Gunther or make him submit. Look at the Outlaws, tag champions, been pinned, been defeated quite a few times now. Just coming back for an even 3-3. There's a lot of moving parts coming here. And there's the Anvil with a big clothesline. Great tag by Jim Neidhart to Bret. Solid teamwork by the Harts. Big short arm clothesline from the ring general. No nonsense. Cannonball. Right on the waistline there. Look at this now. What a way to do the abdominal stretch. And Gunther gets out of it. Look at the strength. Look at this. Roll up on a big man like a big rhino like Jim Neidhart. Just tosses Gunther in the air. The Anvil taking care of business here. Well, I sure hope with these legend contracts that we're going to get demolition in one of these games coming soon. Way too overdue. That's what I think. That's what I think of. SummerSlam 1990 with, look at this. Anvil getting stretched out like that. From a brute like, and that, look at that quick attempt at a cheap shot. So those viewing for the first time, we've got a 20 count on the floor. The best way to figure out a decision. No excuses. That's the second knee drop missed there by Gunther on the outside. That was hard on the floor. Look at this, a choke. Oh no. Don't tell me. Are we getting a count-out win? Gunther better wake up. There's about to be a count-out. Oh my goodness. That's the first one. And the Harts go up 4-2. That's a tough loss for the Imperium. Imperium moving up to 2-5. Unreal. All right, let's have some fun. And we'll do the entrances this time. So let's do it. The former Bloodline members of Solo Sikoa, 3 wins and 3 losses, back and forth on a regular, taking on the newly reunited Mega Powers. So this is going to be a contest between Mikey, who picked Solo, and Jacob, taking on the Mega Powers that Jeff selected. Now we're in Nashville. Here comes the former self-proclaimed tribal chief.
The following contest is a tornado tag team match. Introducing first, from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 250 pounds, Solo Sikoa.
On to the next one. We're not messing around here. Uh-oh. That can't be good.
And accompanied by Miss Elizabeth at a combined weight of 542 pounds, Hulk Hogan and Randy Savage, the Meek.
I can't do it. Just feels wrong. Let's get to the fight. 2-on-2, no tags, just straight up fighting. These two teams have been fighting, just trying to get wins out here. And Hogan with a big axe handle. That might be a match in the future. Look at that. Hogan 1 going off the top rope, 2 to the outside, and then 3 Solo catching Hogan in midair with a power slam. There's chairs. This is just madness. Big headbutt. That looked like he headbutted him in the face. With the cover now, could this be it? Big leg drop there. We got Solo and Macho in the ring. Look at this. There's no rules on the outside. I guess there's no rules on the inside. I forgot. It's a fight, folks. I don't know what just happened on the outside. Hogan just got laid out. Not for long, though. Big elbow from the Macho Man. Look at that. Is it the third generation? Superstars right here. Big headbutt from Jacob Fatu. Really taking advantage of the headbutt. Big splash misses. And there's a big boot from Hogan. And there's a headbutt. There's a spinning solo. And the Macho Man is in serious, the Mega Powers are in serious jeopardy here. There wasn't even a count. What happened? Macho slipping out the back door, working the knee. Look at that. Great shot to the dome. Wait a minute. There's an axe bomber. I've been waiting for that the whole time. Watching Hogan in a game and hitting him, letting him, wait a minute. This would be interesting. That didn't work out. This does not seem like a good matchup. Two great brawlers in Hogan and well known for their brawling tactics. But this is not in Hogan's wheelhouse. He's capable of it. Misses the kick. And now Macho Man looking to get some offense in here. Oh, and misses. And over the top rope. And the former Bloodline members. And a huge shot. Solo and Jacob just taking care of business here. Taking the Mega Powers to the cleaners. Hogan now with a Singapore cane. Straight across the side of the head. What a big clothesline by Solo. And misses the chair. These Samoans are game for the night. I think he might have went for a Samoan drop on the chair. Didn't work out. Pop-up Samoan drop. Incredible. And the Macho Man in trouble. Big splash and misses. Now this is getting dirty. Hogan just going for the eyes. Throwing a chair. right in Solo's face. We got a cover now. Macho on the other side misses the splash. Gets hit with a huge clothesline. Big body slam by Hogan. Drops the leg. Is this the cover? Two and a half, and Solo kicked out of Hogan's best shot. Three straight elbow drops. Saw him drop on the steps. Look at this. Huge belly-to-belly suplex. With the cover now. And Solo almost stole that. Macho with the cover. What a fight this has turned into. And now it's the Mega Powers. 2-on-1 against Solo Sikoa. On the outside. Pile driver to the outside. Is Hogan going to go for the big leg? Misses. But there's Macho. What is going on here? Savage is going crazy. He's grabbing the chair, the stairs. Beautiful DDT by Solo Sikoa by Jacob Fatu. Excuse me, but here comes the Samoan Spike. And that's got to be it. 2.5. They might want to cover Hogan. And there's the steps. There's the steps. And another headbutt. And now, is Jacob going to go for the big splash? Lands it with the cover now. Nobody. And that's it. The Mega Powers lose again.
Here are your winners, Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu, the Bloodline.
Talk about a huge win. A big step up for the team of Solo and Jacob Fatu. Now they move up to 4-3. Well, the Mega Powers are 2-4. Unreal. Surely this would have been a big deal back in the day. We got Shawn Michaels and Triple H coming into this match. 4 wins and 1 loss. Taking on the team of the Usos, who are desperately looking for a victory, trying to get back to at least an even record. With a 2-4 record, the Usos. Surely a loss for DX will be a plummet and be just as bad, if not more so. Man, the Usos going down 2-5 would be something else.
The following is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring at a combined weight of 482 pounds, Shawn Michaels and Triple H, D-Generation X.
So DX have been on a roll. Having a 3-0 streak going into show 5 before they lost to their fellow compatriots, the New Age Outlaws. DX rebounding against Imperium, thus being 4-1. Now the Usos, on the other hand,
and their opponents at a combined weight of 493 pounds, Jimmy and Jay, the Usos.
what I see here, Jimmy and Jay going 0-2, winning in show 3. Getting 2-2. And then it's been back and forth ever since. Went 2 off, 2 on, 2 off. Back and forth. Can the Usos get back to the winning ways here? This is a huge test for the Usos. The Usos will always be a test for any tag team. Look at that. Shawn Michaels just springboard moonsault, just leaps up there like a cat. Big right hand. And Shawn Michaels wasting zero amount of time trying to get to this win. Trying to stay up, trying to stay in the top 4. The Usos desperately need a win here. big plancha over the top rope onto the floor. And Jay is not messing around tonight. Standing their ground here. Tags into Triple H. Tag into Big Brother Jimmy. Watch this elbow. Flush. Now they've got to find a way to neutralize the game here. Triple H has got a big thing going. We've got a triple threat #1 contender match between Triple H, The Rock, and Stone Cold Steve Austin. They've all had key wins going into this triple threat. Triple H, namely pinning Andre the Giant. A classic one-on David versus Goliath, which is technically any match against Andre. Nonetheless, but they have been chosen. Look at that. And that's the move you need to keep an eye on, that chop block. Going for the legs. Has won them contests in this round robin. But then you got the Cerebral Assassin, the man of many nicknames. Beautiful reversal there. And Jay getting a little too confident. This is the drop kick in the corner. Into the corner. Eats an elbow for his trouble. Up in the air. Will this be it? Jeez, that was close. 2.5. Tag into Shawn Michaels. Jay gonna take on both men here. Beautiful suplex by Shawn Michaels. With the cover now. Beautiful powerbomb there by Shawn Michaels. Good idea tagging with Triple H, but a tag into Jimmy is not what they need. But there's a DDT. And Jay is beaten up bad. Speaking of beaten up bad, there's the spine buster. And a kick out there by Jimmy. Going for the rope. DX just keeps closing the distance on the Usos, but the Usos fighting so hard to stay where they're at. Beautiful suplex, but with the elbow exposed.
There's the tag.
Beautiful forearm by Shawn Michaels. That usually sets up things. And a kick out there, and Jimmy still got some fight left. What a cheap shot by Jay. This is the super kick. Tagged into Jay. Now there's a double super kick to the man that made the super kick famous. Nice forearm there. Huge splash from the top rope to the outside. And Jey Uso is in rough shape. And then Jimmy throwing Shawn Michaels into the mix. And there's the sweet chin music. Usually that's it. But there's Jimmy to... Unbelievable. But now here's Shawn Michaels. There's the super kick. There is the sweet chin music. And 2.5. Jey Uso still has some fight left in him. And here we go now.